Alrighty, welcome back guys to another video. And today is a 3v3 with one pro on the attacking team, a former pro and a noob. And we got on their team Massilia, Parthia, and Pergamon. Yeah. And it's a little laggy here. My teammate Sub-Zero had Swaby, I had Kush, and Benny had Arvachi. And yeah. So right now we're gonna be moving my archers over here. And King Kong AQZ and Toes are aka FAC is on here. If you're wondering who it's the attackers. So the attackers will be prepping, I guess. Look at this Gav. Look at this Gav. Coming out of nowhere, man. I'm telling you. They always find a way. But this is Total War Rome 2, by the way. Want to know the game? That's what it is. It's a very beautiful game. Honestly, if I were you, I would get it. And you should join my community down in the Discord below. Totally. And you get to play against all kinds of players. Well, eventually, because we're just starting out. We got like 10 people, 20 people, I don't know. We're growing. We're going to grow the Discord. We're going to have the best Rome 2 community. We're going to have the best Shogun 2. We're going to have the best Total War franchise strategy game community there will ever be. I'm telling you. It's going to get there one day. But as of what's going on here, I had to move up some archers because I forgot. Move my general. Get everything prepped. Over here. This is called a sally. They're about to sally out all their troops. He's first one to sally out with Sub-Zero, and then Benny will start sallying out here soon. Move some archers forward again. Probably gonna put them over here. Gonna speed us up here. Slow-mo so we can see what's going on. And you can see that cataphracts are coming to attack. The cataphracts will obviously charge to the shrine, or they pull through it. They just pull through it. That's not looking great for the cataphracts here. The cataphracts started dying pretty quickly. Trample was activated, but again, they took massive losses. That is 31 kills, 25 kills. So almost left of this unit. 16 units before they hit out of 80 guys. They just completely lost the engagement. We have the Tower of Doom over here. This is, I believe, going to be 3 siege walls we're going to have to deal with on the defending team. Of course, with me being Kush, I'm going to win that, of course, totally. The Eastern Cataphracts again get annihilated. And then he pulls up his general, and then pulls back into the woods. Let's do, not a time lapse, but a fast forward here. Well, watch what's going on right here. This gets pretty interesting, I promise. So, these guys are coming here. You see some horsemen, calf, going through here. But these guys, whew, telling you what, something's going on here. Also, quick thing to say. I am going to talk a little bit crap because I'm gonna have a little partial bias to my team and myself. Hey QZ, you did well, but everyone did well. Everyone had a lot of fun. Nobody honestly took this serious, as in like nobody was feelings were hurt in the process of playing this match. We all had fun, of course. Egos might have been blown a little bit, but we had fun. Just letting you know. And also, I will be pointing out everything everyone has done wrong. I'll be pointing out myself if I catch myself making mistakes. Let's just look at that. Imagine being right here. Imagine just being citizens. And looking at that. That would be intimidating, wouldn't it? Anyway, back to this. You see Kaze is pulling through here. Every time I look at that Kaze just disappears. Fades away. You got some Parthian swordsmen coming up here. And look at this. We sally out. Look at this. This is absolute slaughter. He's pouring out his men. They're just getting annihilated. He wraps around and starts attacking. I'm telling you, these Shotel warriors literally fight tooth and nail to destroy them. Also, cannot help that two fire arrows plus the salvos are coming from here. Lose! Oh, look at that baby salvo. From the skies! Back over here, just nothing really going on. But look at the smash casualties. 58 kills, 44 kills, 7 kills. Go here, 40 kills. These guys are barely getting any. Breaking. Look at that. Look at them arrows rain down from the skies. Lose! Lead them! Those walls broke over there. And mass retreat. It's just a huge retreat on their part. Pursuing. I try and make sure everybody right here dies. For glory! And speed! They're trying to salvage this situation. Again, with Royal Cataphracts being over here. For glory! Now these guys are making a tower wall of some sort. Hold back! What is that? Rally? Well, they're trying to fix that, and it's then becomes a slaughter. Cataphracts kind of get stuck, kind of getting hit from everything from all sides. Cataphracts. They. Oh, that's Parthian swordsman. I was like, did they seriously just? Oh, say man. Alrighty. I think this is a really big mistake. I think that how you approach this was just a complete fail. Loss. Look at the slaughterfest. So many men got killed. It was like a hot knife through butter. It's not meant to be. Not meant to be, boys. Not meant to be. Now, if we come look over here, there's some suspicious activity. Now, these guys are going to be moving some cav. The defense is taking it to the attackers, trying to charge after their cav. They seem to be trying to avoid being hit right here. So, they just stay put. And then they're like, no, we're going to charge. We're Lancers, we're going to charge. We're like, yeah. We're not going to take that. We're not going to be hit. I believe a few of these guys will die to this, if I'm right. Nope. Yeah, they start taking deaths, and then push in, charge these units, attack, etc. These guys are coming to funnel in, and they are boarding. They're boarding. Very beautiful use of the siege towers, even if it wasn't done perfectly, but very beautifully used, taking points from the defenders. As we can see, more, or not more, but yeah, 2 royal cataphracts, I believe. I don't know if they have royal cataphracts. They're building a perfect siege wall. Very beautiful. Done such a great job. Look how tight that is. Not a single arrow is going to be getting through that bucko. Not a single one. They started firing artillery again. Going through. Now these guys are, I guess, coming through here to go deal with the Sally. These guys are just getting wrecked. They're like, the cataphracts are lost 20 men. I believe they're trying to regroup with their team. These guys, I don't know what the hell they're doing with their archers. These guys are getting poured into. As they make their invasion and breach onto the walls, they are doing well. These guys sit here getting hit by the damn tower for like a while. Nothing exciting's ever gonna happen up there. And let's go through here while we let Jesus Joe Smokes go and get with the claw by the attackers. The attackers are currently getting plenty of kills. Plenty is like, but I mean more than, you know, the enemy's getting. Yeah, 12 kills, 26 kills, winning the engagement. 24 kills, 5 kills. It's just, it doesn't look good. Breaking. It's just a slaughter fest, man. Yeah, break. They're just trying to recover and push. I do believe if these guys would have pushed more guys into here, it would have been a lot much better of a battle. I feel like if he would have definitely put more troops on this side, it would have been less of a lost cause. Also, retreating and putting your backs to them, I also believe was a mistake. They're still suffering the mistake, and also I honestly do not know why they're letting the tower just blow them apart. They're acting like all the siege towers is just destroyed. Also, I don't know why they just don't put a guy in the siege, one of these siege towers, and let the arrow attack. If you just let me know in the comments, that helps me with the algorithm, because, you know, likes and comments actually does something now on YouTube, by the way. So it's kind of crazy. Views are not the only things that matter, so just let me know. Okay, so these guys, after 50 years, it feels like they are pushing through the walls. Oof. Might have aged a few, but it's gonna be alright. These guys are routing. They're now pushing. Have taken points. 2 locations taken. Or taken. Whatever. These guys are routing. These guys are ass Pila. Literally nothing. Literally nothing. And this is when my slaves start pushing in. He retreats his archers, dramatic slingers. My arrow tower just sits here and slowly butchers them. not slow. This guy's lost over 30 of his guys to quite literally just that. No, my slaves, I never let them take this tower. I don't even let it go neutral. I was just reorganizing my troops because I love to do that mid-fight, and that got nice and fast usually, but it's okay. Remember that unit that I said that did beautifully? Look at them. 130 troops, already 98 kills. Just letting you know these guys, before they permanently die, they do some beautiful work. It's the only spoiler you get. These guys chev up. That's one chevron. I think these guys make the mistake of not pushing in harder. I don't think they put enough pressure on us. I think we would have crumbled a little bit more. Ugh, sorry, it's like currently like 10, 11 o'clock. These guys are gonna break. Never letting him even step foot into my territory. My guys, I just let them get shot by archer fire. A lot of it's getting absorbed by this. But the guys right here, they take archer fire. That's fine. Slaves must defend that point at all costs. So that's what they must do. Checking back on the Shoto Warriors, they already have 200 kills. Slaves, 30 kills. Archers move in to start shooting over on this side. They were getting absolutely decimated. The sally out what they did before is just perfectly working. They're moving in, they're slowly peeling out these troops. Another cataphract down. More troops, everything's just done, everything is destroyed. I don't understand why he left his general in that, and that general didn't come and aid his general. I'll never know why they never use this correctly. Yeah, they got kills, but again, I'll never know why. I honestly don't know what the hell they were going on. Again, yeah, they had so much cav, like I think they had a total of 6 cav. If they would have just hit and run, instead of just letting their guys die, I think they would have done so much better. Or if they would have like stopped trying to climb the towers before. I feel like if they diverted some of their spearmen to, because they have cav over here, that would have, I mean, yeah, they have slingers. That's why you bring your archers in to deal with the slingers while your spearmen. I may be wrong, tell me down in the comments if that's just not correct. Also, you might as well leave a like while you leave a comment. No, I'd put in these fresh bees, because my guys, yeah, they're putting in work. Yeah, these guys were putting in work. But, you know, you can't let my beautiful guys die, because they did a great job. Attackers still not committing. Please, if you know why they didn't just rush in and blast this, because realistically this was going to be a meat grinder. They were never going to get through this. I don't understand why they ever thought. Realistically, they're not going to get through this anytime soon unless they do what is necessary. If they would have just shot archers, I believe it's our side. No, it's shield side. Yeah, it's shield side. First up. Again, even with Pila, I don't understand. Now, archers are firing down below, they're just taking damage. How much these Nubian bowmen has over 100 kills. racking up. This tower, I swear, alone has the most kills.
Advance at speed!
P-Less going insane. They're neutralizing this tower. This front has completely collapsed. It's insane. More routing. Oh, this is over. The only thing left is these Lancers and Greek Ballistas. They now send in Archers. Now? Okay, I'm pretty sure. Oh, man. Not my slaves. Don't die, man. Yeah, I think I was trying to do that to save them, but they eventually did end up just pushing through. I think they end up breaking. These guys, I think, end up breaking.
On my order, withdraw!
I was a little panicky about that at first. It was just my first time dealing with that. Archers versus slingers. They should have the, or hunters. They should have had the advantage here with, you know, the range. I may be wrong. I don't know what's the difference between hunters and archers in this game. But I ended up, I think, forcing an archer fight with the archers, and that's why they're not here anymore. But back to this, because this is like the most important thing. You're seeing that. You gotta watch this. And now you get a look over here. These guys are breaking massively. They're using their calf beautifully, even though they could have been doing this the entire game. But they break. I said general down, I believe. Yes, it was.
Pull back! This is a quick march!
If they would have sent even half their force over here, they would have took this side. Wipe this entire thing out, then come back, invade as hard as you can. I was kind of worried when they sent 4 units, and then sent 2 units this way. If they eventually forced it into an archer battle. Look at this beauty. Look at this beautiful archer fire. That was a great thing for the defense to do, but the thing is, it's the shame. The thing is, they would have won if they just put the slingers right here, just sling at them, and then kept the archers on my guys, and then pulled in all of these hunters to rain down fire right here. Also, these guys are breaking. Hunters are losing the engagement to slingers. That's chevron 3 times over. 3 bronze chevron. Okay, and let's look over here and see what's going on. Okay, buddy. By the way, if you're enjoying the video, you're about 24 minutes in, so you should definitely leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Anyway, last time I'll mention that. So, beautiful play. If this is done correctly, this can just wipe this entire unit out. And then they could just go back on focusing on here. I don't know what the hell my archers were trying to do. I guess my archers were trying to throw hands with the guys over here. I played very passive. I think, yeah, I played pretty passive for a little while.
Advance at speed!
What I should have done was pull all 3 archers over here and attacked. Because,
Fill the
no.
skies!
I thought it was just a seal. I should have pulled in all my archers in total.
Stop now!
And poured it right here in this blub. Because if I would have done that, this is towards your backs. That would have got plenty of kills. Would have ended the match way sooner. Back here, this is completely over. Excuse me. Ooh, I'm getting hungry even though it's late at night. They're shooting fire arrows, mind you. I honestly don't know what fire arrows was gonna do to this. Maybe it would have scared me. Who knows? Now, they had a chance of winning this still. I just really don't understand why they did what they did. They were super divided routing, by the way, coming right here. Now, this artillery did scare me until I saw it literally hit nothing. I guess they were going for these guys right here. Very interesting. Confidence. General is dead. Their confidence is just not there. These guys are here. Flank secured. Man, it's just a shame. It's just a shame how this went. No. The defenders are holding their ground. Now, I believe these guys had archer superiority, so they were just gonna come down and shoot these guys. So they moved away. They survived completely. What a surprise. More breaking. I don't know why they sent them in like that. Like a noodle. The Piva at least did a great job of killing the slingers. Then these guys are gonna push in. These guys broke these lines going through here. And then they finally had the idea after almost everybody was gone, just to do one final push. But by the time that is, they could have just come in here and attacked from behind. Boom, done. These guys are getting overran. Something I want to point out here is the fact that we were constantly cycling out right here, because they could have broke through if they just pushed this entire thing. We would have lost if that was the case. If they would have pushed everything right here, I don't think we would have been able to hold that. Yeah, I would have been able to put more of Armor's Hotel, but we would have lost the gate for at least a little bit. Then we would have made it neutral. But mind you, if they would have rushed in, there would have been a great chance. Like again, right here, if they would have pushed in more troops, yes, it would have clumped up, and yes, I could have used my archers. But then again, I made the huge mistake of just not using my archers at all. Not using anything over here at all. I kind of was passive, like, again, most of the game, other than defending. Like, I defended, I held my ground, but I was passive once they came over here. I basically was like, okay, big brother, you're gonna protect me now, kind of deal.
Right forward!
But I decided to move my Showtime Warriors in. And I believe he came in with his Sword Masters, and it was such a nick of time. These guys fought valiantly with 140 kills. But these guys, no. 303 kills. Telling you, those were the guys. Should have moved them in. See if I could have got any
For
more.
the double time!
Oh, speak of the devil.
Advance at speed!
This is a crucial point in the game because they could have just, again, pushed hard as they could through one way or another. I can't stress this enough. If they would have just pushed harder than they did, they could have just won. Also, mind you, the ballistas got destroyed because these guys were not paying attention. I think with enough micro, they would have handled that perfectly. Also, I put in more Chateau Warriors right there. Probably will never do anything with them ever again. They push in more troops, cycling them out. I guess they ran a Pila or they cycled them. I have no idea. But he moves in more of his chosen. No, more Bloodborne. These guys starts breaking, so I try and take over. These guys, I don't know how the heck they did that, but they just end up pushing an attack. Then they come through right here. And these guys start breaking, and they're just panicking. So we just took advantage of that. And then I started moving troops in to finish this off. This was going to be the final stand of them. But no, breaking right here. The EC breaking right here. I was moving my men in. Mass routing. More routing. And more routing. General. This guy. At this point, I was like, okay, it's time for us to get our final charge in, do everything. I forgot these archers existed. And then everything started routing. I was like, we're gonna win. We're gonna win. We're gonna win.
As you say! Shut in the corner!
We end up winning. And at the end of the thing, I will show you the results so then you can see. Load in the game and replay. With the end of this replay, as you can tell, these guys got the highest kill count in the entire thing. These guys did well. These guys did well. The Cav did poorly. Poor Benny couldn't do anything with the other Cav. Right here, seeing the staff right here, it did okay. Big blunders. A lot of these low kills were because they were killed when they were escaping. I made sure to kill the Hillmen. I made sure they disappeared, both these guys. This was all me. I made sure the Hillmen were gone. I know they're not a super strong unit in that faction, but it's just make sure they're gone. Slingers was such a counter. Glad Benny had them. I'm so glad Sub-Zero had him. Done such a great job. Now, I hope that when everybody watches this video, if they decide to, they'll see kind of things they need to fix. I honestly think these guys, the attackers, their biggest weakness was not knowing when to push. And I don't think they had great communication. I don't think they managed their cav well at all. I think their cav kills should have been a lot higher. I felt like their infantry kills should have been a lot higher. But I think they understand what they did wrong. I'm pretty sure they watch replays. If they're gonna watch this video, they're gonna watch it. But that was a great match. Hope you enjoyed the video. And let me know down in the comments on how many kills like it was in total for my team. My total team kills and their total team kills and their total losses. So I'm really would be interested in seeing that. But that is it. This is goodbye, y'all. Until the next one. I will be dropping another Rome 2 video here shortly. Probably with the next week after the week after this video is published will be when it's out. See ya.